Once again, thank you for joining us for this Monday press briefing. Today, Orange County Mayor Jerry O. Demings will discuss our goals for the week, new COVID-19 testing sites, an important announcement on new CARES funding that will help families here in Orange County, an update on census, and more from the Florida Department of Health in Orange County. Dr. Raul Pino, our friend, is here with important updates on COVID-19 and how it affects everything here in Orange County. We begin with Mayor Demings. Mayor?
Good afternoon. Buenos tardes and bonsoir to all of you. Thank you for joining us. I want to start our briefing this afternoon with a bit of good news. Our Individual and Family Assistance Grant Portal opened today at 8 a.m. for a new round of distribution of $30 million in assistance to Orange County residents. This was the 6th time that our portal opened, and we had previously distributed nearly $30 million in funding that helped approximately 30,000 residents. So we anticipate that we will do the same with this reopening. I'm proud to share with you that our portal really opened without a hitch today. The portal closed down at 8:45 a.m. when it reached the 10,000 user capacity that we anticipated. That 45-minute period is representative of the immense need for financial assistance by our families. As of noon today, there have been 6,400 applications completed. Some residents are in the process of uploading and finishing their applications. The next portal opening will be on Saturday, October 24th at 8 a.m. and will also have a 10,000 user capacity. We chose to open the portal on Saturday the next time so that those residents who are unable to submit an application during the week due to whatever commitments will be able to do so on the weekend. So thank you to our entire team here at Orange County for making the process as seamless as possible this morning. Our staff will be working day and night to process the applications as quickly as possible. For more information, visit ocfl.net/orangecares. This is a new week, so let me just share with you the goals for the week as we continue our fight against the novel coronavirus known as COVID-19. We will continue to offer crisis assistance to individuals and families in need. We will continue to offer free COVID-19 testing and flu shots. We will continue to offer business compliance assistance and inspections to help keep businesses and patrons safe. Now, let me shift and talk about the numbers. Orange County now has a reported number of 42,219 positive cases since the March date that we started along this journey. That is an increase of 126 cases just since yesterday. 516 Orange County residents have died as a result of the coronavirus. That is an increase of 14 deaths since our last briefing last Friday. We mourn the loss of the lives in this community, and we know that many of our families continue to suffer as a result of the loss of loved ones. I often receive feedback from our families acknowledging the compassionate tone that we have exhibited during these press events, and we will continue to acknowledge those families. I know Dr. Pino agrees with me. Our 2-week positivity average has risen from 4.4% slightly to 4.8%. Dr. Pino will provide clarity about our numbers, which overall remain good. Our average positivity rate since the beginning of the pandemic in March is 11.39%. That is still below the statewide average of 13.2%. As for free COVID-19 testing, the health services team will be at the Orange County Medical Clinic at 101 Southwest Moreland Drive in Orlando this Thursday and Friday. Free appointments can be booked from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. by going to our website at ocfl.net/testing. Health Services is also making sure we are prepared for the flu season. Free drive-through flu vaccinations will be held at Barnett Park next Wednesday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Appointments are encouraged and walk-ups are welcome. Visit ocfl.net/flu shots for more information. Although I'm not a physician or medical doctor, I'm like everybody else. Sometimes I play one on television. I encourage you to make sure that you and your family are comfortable and understand the importance of immunization, flu and otherwise. I know Dr. Pino is going to talk about that as well. It has been over 6 weeks since our eviction diversion program was launched. So far, we have approved nearly $1.1 million in payments that will allow 361 families in Orange County to avoid eviction and stay in their homes. This is a program where both the landlord and tenant must jointly apply for relief. We are seeing a steady increase of applications, and I want to remind you, the public, that we still have funds available and the eviction diversion program is still open. You can get information by going to ocfl.net/eviction diversion. As a friendly reminder, the deadline for the 2020 census was extended to October the 31st, and so I will continue to try to emphasize that as we still have a few days left. You can get information about the census by going to my2020census.gov. And as I kind of conclude these opening comments, let me just congratulate the Los Angeles Lakers for winning the NBA championship last night inside the bubble, right here in our community at Walt Disney World's ESPN Wide World of Sports. It was an incredible effort by the Miami Heat to make it to the must-see series and earning the Eastern Conference Championship title. So they represented Florida well. What's more impressive is that during the last 3.5 months, the bubble that Walt Disney World and the NBA put in place had no reported positive cases of COVID-19 among NBA players. That's extraordinary. This was a huge success for the health officials, the league, the players, and the coaches. The NBA restart and playoffs were expertly handled right here in our backyard, and it is a testament to the success of our region to host such a safe event. Thank you to the NBA for choosing to host your finals in our community. And hats off to everyone involved. Thank you. And I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Pino at this time.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, everyone. As the Mayor mentioned, we have reached 42,219 total cases, and we have a recovery rate of 96% still. We have 516 deaths accumulative and 14 were reported since Friday. The age range was from 62 to 96, a female, a male. 10 have unknown underlying conditions. 2 didn't. 2, we don't have that information yet. And the span of the death date is from July to October, and only on one of those deaths occurred after Friday when we see you last, or when we saw you last. The mayor mentioned about flu shots, but I want to talk about the today numbers before we go into the shots. We received today 126, yesterday data, 126 new cases. 53% of all cases are between 15 and 35 years old. I have a message for anyone who is in that age range in our county. Please help us to control and keep the pandemic below 5% of our community. You are a very active segment of our population, and it's critically important that you follow CDC guidelines and protect yourself and protect others. It's not only the right thing to do, it's the ethical thing to do. People between 15 and 35 years old more likely will have an uneventful disease if they experience it. But for those who are in the older range, and if we continue to increase this age, it will go into the older segment of the population again. If it goes there, we are going to have the same issue that we experienced 4 months ago. We have seen an increase in the number of cases, not the total cases, but the proportion of the cases between 15 and 35, and there are some specific areas of the county that may be experiencing a little bit of an increase. So again, it is important for everyone who is 15 to 35 years old to help us to contain the pandemic. With regard to immunization, we are going to actively engage in flu vaccine for our county. They will be free, and the health department is going to conduct 3 pods for flu. We decided to do it all on Saturdays so that everyone can have access to those services. The first one is going to be next Saturday at Olympia, at Freedom High School. That is 2500 West Tarft, Vineland Road in Orlando. On November 7th, still to be determined, but more likely will be Jones High School. And on November 14th, we'll be at the Colonial Promenade Mall, right off Colonial, East Colonial. The services are going to be from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., 6 months and older. Vaccines will be absolutely free. With that, I pass it back to the mayor.
Okay, we'll open it up for any questions that you may have at this time.
Yeah, question, Eric Mock, Spectrum News 13. Question from Dr. Pino. You sounded just now, you had this message for younger people. You sound a little concerned about the fact that now the majority of new cases we're seeing are younger people. Where are these cases happening? Like, you said they're linked to certain things, like, are we seeing events, parties, and where does your concern come from when it comes to these younger people?
So we are tracing back some cases to the surrounding areas of UCF, and when that happened in the other, our previous cycle, that happened prior to a huge increase that we saw in our county. So I just following the data and alerting people that although our data is performing just absolutely fantastic, there are things that we have to watch for it, and if we don't, we will regret it.
Steve Hudak from the Sentinel. This is for Mayor Demings. The president is supposed to be in Sanford tonight, or today. Do you have any concerns with the type of rallies that he has where people aren't wearing masks? And I know it's a county over, but you know, I'm assuming that some people from Orange County will attend it. And what message do you have for them? I know it's difficult for you because you're the other party, but we're all one people.
Yeah, I'm an American first, and we're in this political season. So in terms of the rally that's going on in Seminole County, I don't have an issue with the rally itself, but I suggest to those who will attend, don't forget to protect yourselves. You know, we know that historically some of these rallies have resulted in super spreader situations for the COVID-19 virus in other communities. And that was primarily because the people did not watch their social distancing and they were not wearing masks. So if you're going to go, you know, I would just encourage them to do so, to protect themselves so that they can protect their families and others from the spread of the virus.
This question was texted in from Samantha Sosa with Fox 35. Her question is to you, Mayor Demings. She wants to know, what is the status of the citizen task force you are creating to combat violence in Orange County? She says this is in reference to the gang violence in the area and the meeting with Bishop Cabarrus.
We hope to announce the membership of the task force this week. We have been working, trying to make certain that all of the administrative things are put in place before we announce the membership. We want good leadership. We want that leadership to come from the citizens here within Orange County, and I can tell you that there's tremendous interest. There have been quite a few people who have contacted us about their willingness to volunteer. And so just trying to work through that process, obviously in order to have an effective and an efficient body, everyone can't be on it. So trying to discern and make certain that we have representation, both in terms of the demographics and the geography of the county, is the challenge that we've had at this point. But it is our goal to make that announcement this week. Okay. It sounds like there are no other questions, so let me just say thank you. We also have Commissioners Uribe and Commissioner Gomez-Cordero who have joined us today, and I didn't specifically see any Spanish-speaking media, but any of them are available for one-on-ones. Thank you again for being here, and we'll see you soon.